Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined now by head coach Cleve Wright of Gannon, as well as student athletes Bri Claxon and Kate Ratliff. Before we get to any questions, as we've been doing for all of our press conferences, we'll have an opening statement from Coach Wright. We'll hear from the athletes, and then we'll open it up to the field for questions. Once again, if you have a question, please just raise your hand, gesture. We'll hand the microphone to you, and we'll allow you to ask the question. That way it'll pick up on our press conference video. With that being said, Coach, your statement on the game.
Excuse me. Certainly not the game that we wanted to have. And we hate to, we hate for the season to end. I apologize for you guys having to wait. But that's the last time that team will be in a locker room together. We'll be at a banquet and we'll do other things, but that's the last time in the locker room. And so Trinity Harris and Andrea Maybach, it's their last time with us. And for them to hear what they, to hear their teammates, I wanted their teammates to speak to them and tell them what they mean to them. And so I apologize again for you guys waiting. But I thought, as far as the game is concerned, going to be very many people shooting 25% from the field. We missed a lot of easy shots, a lot of shots that I know we're capable of making. We played a very good team, a very well-coached team, and I'm sure that these two would agree, and everybody in the locker room, that we would like to have performed better. But I don't want it to take away from what we've accomplished and what these young ladies have accomplished. This is a great group, and there's some history there. Some history. We've made some history with this program. So, I'll leave it there.
Kate, Bri, obviously a disappointing end to the season, not the ending you wanted. But with that being said, the fact that your team has been in this position now 2 times in a row, you've achieved such amazing things. When you go and have the chance to reflect in some of the scars of field, what do you think are some of the things that are going to stick out in your minds that were great for this moment?
I don't know. I would just say that the work that our team has put in this year, winning, the Atlantic Region Championship last year, maybe put some pressure on us to perform this year, and we battled up and down throughout the season, but just super proud of how we came together at the end of the season, and able to make it back here again. And obviously the game today didn't go how we wanted it to go, but definitely still proud of the team and how hard we worked every single day. Just not the result we wanted today, but still super grateful and super blessed that we got the opportunity to come back here again, and just that we got to play with all of our best friends. So
yeah, I agree with everything Bri was saying. I would say this game definitely doesn't define how our season was. Obviously we didn't play how we wanted to, but we had a great season. We battled a lot of adversity with players going down, not really knowing what the next game, who was going to be playing. We had no idea. But every day we fought, like Bri said, in practice, made each other better every day. There's a reason why we won the Atlantic. There's a reason why we came to the Elite Eight for 2 times back-to-back. That's just because we put in a lot of work, and Coach Wright instills a lot into us. And it's an amazing program, and this game doesn't define us.
Any question for Coach or the athletes?
Coach, what has this season meant to you?
Wow. I have to say that wow, it is, what is amazing to me is to hear and to see the growth in these 2 young ladies right here sitting next to me, and how they took on leadership, and others that are in the locker room took on leadership, and wanted to grow, and they really care. There's ownership. They were, we grew into that ownership and being player led and player motivated. And we haven't hit our ceiling. we still got a lot of growing to go, and that's super exciting to think about for the future. It's really hard to think about tonight because we're just sad. We're just sad. We're really sad. And I think you're sad for a reason because it was important. It was special. You put your heart in it, and I said it in the first part of the conference. These are not just great players; these are great people. They're great people to be around, and I knew. And the great thing is that I knew it coming in that they were great people because we recruit great people. But then to see them grow, to see them mature, to see them understand how to connect and to just mature. And like I said, we still have more maturing to go. But wow, there was many times during the season we could have folded. There's many times that they could have said, you know what, it's just not going our way. And even tonight, there was a time when they could have thrown it in. And especially us being a little bit on the young side, they could have done that. And they didn't. They just kept fighting, So I don't know who works at Duquesne, but I don't know that lid for some reason. When a maroon jersey was shooting it, it would not go in the basket. I have no idea.
Coach, it's been a pleasure covering you guys all season, of course. In that first half, as low scoring as it was, what were your kind of thoughts on how that half went? Obviously keeping it close, 4 points, but did you feel there were some missed opportunities on not only your end, but just both ends in general?
No question. We had 2 or 3 live turnovers that led to layups. We held a team that's averaging 81 points to 22 points. The 34% from the field and 25% from the three. And like I said, that's a really good team with a lot of experience, a lot of years. We've had that team here at Gannon where you have a lot of experience, and you have that. And so to see our players step up, and again, in the first half could have folded, but just kept fighting. And I think that speaks to the character of who they are. It speaks to the heart that they have, and it speaks to there's toughness there. There's toughness there, and like I said, the great thing is that man, we got a lot coming back, and we can grow more.
Coach, it's been a pleasure, like Logan said, but my question is to that point, and this is for both players and coach as well. Both of you guys and the vast majority of this club will be eligible to come back next year. How comforting is that in this moment, and how hungry will this group be next year to make a return trip?
Yeah, losing 2 players, and obviously, that stinks. But yeah, we do have the majority of our team coming back, so that's really nice, and we know that we'll have another year under our belt to just continue to grow and get better in this off season and over the summer. And just when you lose as a competitor, that loss kind of sticks with you. So this one will definitely sit with us too, especially because we feel like we didn't play up to our standards or as well as we thought we could have. So this one will definitely sit with us, and it'll just be something that we can use to continue to get better from. So
yeah, I would say I know last year losing in the Elite Eight as well definitely made me a lot more hungrier for the next year coming up. So I imagine it's going to do the same thing. Me and Bri are both top competitors. We hate losing, so this one's definitely going to stick with me for a while. But we do have a lot coming back, like we said, but we're losing Andy and Trin, 2 joyful people in our program that's definitely going to be missed next year. So it's definitely going to be hard without them. So I want to I thank them already, but thank them publicly for everything that they've done for us this season. So.
Coach, athletes, congratulations on reaching it this far, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.